Let's look at an online product development cycle. Just look at what's involved in taking a product and putting it onto a platform. Well, typically we start, obviously, with the design of a treatment. This usually takes the form of a structure that captures what is happening in each session, very similar to a protocol, with the specifics of what questionnaires are to be used, what instruments specifically are to be used and when, what case studies are going to be used, when they will be introduced, and the structure of the educational elements and the therapeutic elements and exercises that are going to be used throughout the delivery of the intervention. The next step is to take that overview and timeline it and look at what's done by specific teams in which areas, at what stage, and what's the logical flow, and what are the rules, and what type of information is captured as people proceed their way through it. There's obviously a decision to be made on the questionnaires. Which questionnaires are to be asked, at what stage are they to be asked, and how are the resultant results going to be scored and presented back to the individual as they progress through. Now, having done this, which is primarily protocol design and bench work and research-based work, we then start to get into the detail of what that's going to look like. So we then get into quite a heavy and detailed section of scripting everything, and you can see here with the different colors being emphasis for specific phrases. The ampersand signs indicate where in particular effects are going to be shown on the screen, or when there's lighting effects or special effects, when animations and things like that are going to be raised and generated through the process. These things all come together and we finally go into the production side.
Hallo en wederom welkom bij Veerfighter. U bent nu bij stap 2 aangekomen. In deze stap behandelen wij nieuwe onderwerpen die u inzicht bieden in uw ervaringen en in wat u zelf doet, waardoor uw angsten mogelijk voortduren. We bekijken het volgende.
Enough of our Dutch clinician, but what you can see here is how a clinician can be filmed with green screen, on a green screen. And what that allows us to do then is it allows us to add the animations around them, it allows us to add backgrounds, it allows us to provide and develop various different final designs that can be used with different communities. And in the case of your own treatments and making them available for your own customers, you can customize and localize them with how they look and how they feel for the individual customers you have. That then allows us to then define the final production delivery. And the final product then includes everything from the clinician, the structure of the sessions, and specific examples of, for instance here, bullet-pointed text that enter and come into the treatment and are viewed as the patient works their way through them. Throughout all of this, it's really important to remember at every single stage we are collecting all sorts of information, all sorts of data on what a patient's doing, what a user is seeing, how they're experiencing it when they're using it, and collecting a wealth of information that can be used in